Okay, here we are between two ferns, two palms, but I'm not going to harass him because Morgan+Pearson just qualified for Paris 2024. First man U.S. team to make it, along with Taylor Knibb, first woman yesterday. What are you thinking right now?
I'm pretty tired. The race was about 5 hours ago, or finished about 5 hours ago. But yeah, I'm honored to be here talking to you, and yeah, just really happy. I'm really happy.
Well, let's go back a little bit, because Morgan wasn't even on the start list until 14 hours before the race?
Probably. I don't know exactly when it happened, but I found out maybe at 4:35 yesterday that I rolled on, and I didn't even think it was serious because I was out swimming with my coach. We were swimming, and with my coach, and I figured he would have told me if he heard something. And I got back, and I saw my phone, and a couple of people had texted me congrats, and I was like, why didn't I find out about this from someone else? I didn't really believe it, but it was true, and yeah, had to get ready.
So what was your mindset before that? Kind of like, well, I'm not doing the race, I'm here, I'm going to watch, I'll hopefully get some vicarious experience, or were you trying to stay in it like, okay, keep your mindset there just in case?
I was certainly doing a good job of keeping my mindset there, leading up, but with each day, when I first signed up for the race, I was 6th on the wait list, and then I moved up slowly, and I was 3rd, but I was 3rd, and it was close to the race, and apparently the British guy who was also in front of me was here. So as it got closer, I was less and less thinking I'd get on the start list, but I stayed ready. I wouldn't have done anything differently. I guess I biked maybe 30 extra minutes yesterday than I might have, but I didn't run till after I found out, so I cut my run 10 minutes short, and here we are.
And this morning, we weren't sure if it was going to be a duathlon. The water quality they couldn't measure it, and I was speaking with you, and you go, hey, even if it's a duathlon, I like to race. I'm here to race.
Yeah. Well, of course, everyone wants to qualify for the Olympics, but I really also wanted to use this race, thinking that I wasn't even going to start, to learn the course, learn as much knowledge as I could. We strapped the GoPro on for the course familiarization, so we got that footage, and I was just here to learn. And the fact that I was even on the start list and it would have been a duathlon, I was like, that's okay. We get to see the course, swim. The swim course is an interesting one, but in general, the bike is the main one you kind of want to get to know a little bit. So that would have been the same, but yeah, then we found out that was wrong, and we're doing a triathlon.
That's awesome. Just walk us through the day. I mean, the swim, obviously you've got the down current, then you're essentially swimming uphill.
Yeah.
Walk us through the race.
The race, yeah, sure. I started all the way to the left. Well, maybe 4 or 5-ish guys in from the left. I didn't have any choice of where I got to start, so I just went where I could, and I'd really been working on my start speed the past 3 weeks, and not even the speed, just like the underwater kick, first 9 strokes, no breath, powerful kick, and so I was really honed in on the swim today. That's been my focus, and kind of what I almost, this morning I woke up, after I saw it was a triathlon, I said, this is a swim race for me. I just got to swim, swim, because if I make that lead pack, the rest will take care of itself. So I got out as hard as I could, but our position was not the best because we had to basically, there's the big dome on the tunnel. We basically had to go over to get to this dome, and I thought I was swimming well near the front of our pack, but as soon as we kind of pinched in with everyone else, I thought I was pretty far back. But I know how these races go, and it's a 2-hour race. It's not a 1-minute race, so I was trying to remain positive, be smart, get in the drafts when I could, move up when I could. When we got to that first buoy, which is usually really aggressive and can be nasty, I told myself, like, this I'm here for that. Like I took a few slaps and hits, but I think I actually went around quite a few people just by embracing that a little bit more than sometimes I do. And I still was pretty far back after that first lap, but it gets really strung out for some reason on this swim. I don't know if it's the current. Maybe swimming up current on the way back, it strings things out. So that second lap, I was like, move up as calm as I can, but just be passing guys. And I kind of did that. And we were approaching the exit, and I started swimming next to USA guy, and I was like, it's Seth Ryder, and he's a pretty good swimmer. So I was like, okay, this was a good, like, not my best swim ever, but I was pretty happy with being next to Seth. I know he's a really strong swimmer. We get on the bike. I attack T1 because you can make up a lot of positions there.
Yeah, it seemed like transition and positioning you can make a lot of time.
Yeah.
In this race.
Well, if you think about, like, to pass someone in the water is a lot harder than to pass someone on the run.
Yeah.
And if a transition is a run, so I really try to pass people and move up. And I got on the bike, and the lead pack of, I don't know, 15 to 20 guys was up the road, and then it was me, and then I looked back, and there was maybe 3 guys, one being Casper Storns of Norway, who's a powerhouse on the bike. So I basically just soft pedaled till those guys caught up, and that first lap we just went all in together. I think we popped 2 guys, so it was Casper, myself, and a German guy named Lasse Lurs, and we worked pretty well together, I think. Made that lead pack of, that initial lead pack of, I don't know, 20 guys, and from there I just kind of sat in. Of course, the second pack eventually got to us, and I kind of saw that coming, but you don't want to just let a pack go up the road. So, and then from there, it's just about, for me in this race, goals top 8. It's just about being relaxed, conserving energy, staying out of any crashes, not getting mechanicals.
No risk.
Yeah, like for me, it's not, I didn't want to take risks to move up 3 spots. I did move up a few times, and I was trying to ride smart, but I don't want to take risk at an Olympic qualification race where top 8 is totally doable. So yeah, I kind of rode like that. Maybe went to the front once, just kind of check out how the guys near the front were riding. And
hey guys.
Yeah, exactly.
How you doing? How you feeling? Can I get you a Gatorade?
Yeah, exactly. And then I got to the run. Felt pretty good.
Well, that when you came around on that first lap, you were in the lead. Yi is chasing you.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I've been training really well running, and honestly, hopefully I get to the point where I can run that pace the whole race.
Were you testing to see how far you could push in the beginning?
I mean, I'll be honest. My goal was to qualify for the Olympics, and I kind of wanted to make a statement to the other U.S. guys of like, come and get me.
Well, I think you made that statement to the world.
Yeah,
when you did that.
I was like, if you guys want to qualify, like, you come and get me, because I'm going for it. I'm not taking a risk of being a 20-guy kick at the end. Like, I know I can hold a fast pace. Unfortunately, as I've been dealing with this whole year, my glutes and lower back started getting a little tight, and I had to ease off the pace a little. And then Yi came by, and I kind of let him go. And then I was with a pack of I don't know how many guys, and I was leading it a lot, but it was a personal decision to lead. I know common tactics might say to sit in, but I didn't feel like the pace didn't feel hard. It was just my muscles were just like, I mean, you know how it is sometimes. You're just you feel like if you step on the gas anymore, everything's just going to tighten up. So I basically got to that edge where I could kind of hold that pace, and I was like, let's get this group down to 7 or less guys with Yi up the road, and then no matter how the race plays out in the end, I'm going to be top 8 and qualify. And I mean, that's pretty much what happened. Those guys took off the last 100, and yeah, I just kind of enjoyed the moment. I got 6th, and yeah, job accomplished.
Here you are, 2024, ticket
Yeah,
punched.
exactly.
You're going to be there. So you have a year. You're probably thinking, okay, what are some of the key things you're going to try to dial in?
Definitely this like lower back glute. You know, in Yokohama, it like really tightened up, and I had to basically walk it in. And then, yeah, it affected my race today for sure. But I was, you know, it's easy to like find that, you know, that grit to push through when it's Olympic qualification. But I think if I want to compete for a medal, you can't have that happen.
Yeah.
For me, it's about staying healthy. I've had some injuries, some sickness. That, you know, I haven't raced a lot the last 2 years, and this year my races really weren't going well. So yeah, I'm improving, and then some of that's bad luck, but some of that's maybe getting a little bit greedy in training and just trying to be smart. And I think the fact that I qualified will help me make those decisions to stay healthy. And yeah, I mean, I obviously everyone wants to be the best swimmer in the field, you know. I think my swim was a good step today. I was swimming really well in 2019 and 2020, and then I think I just started overthinking it a bit. You know, I'd get to the race warm up and be thinking about my technique and thinking about this and that, and this whole year, and I just, after my last race, I was like, I can't do that anymore. You know, that stuff, you got to work on it in training, but when you get to the race, you just got to be dialed in. I'm sure you know that. So that mindset, I think, helped me in the swim today. Yeah, and just getting more races in, more experience is always going to help me. I haven't done a ton, you know, I've been in the sport a while now, but I just, compared to some of these guys, and you know, who've been doing it since they're 10 or 11, you know, I started in 2018, like with COVID, being injured last year, I haven't raced as much as a lot of these guys, and just any racing is going to help me. So that's my mindset.
Well, you're kind of the Cinderella story. I mean, you weren't even on the start list. You know,
yeah.
Basically, the night before you find you're going to be on the start list, you take advantage, going to Paris, be in Paris 2024. You were in Tokyo, obviously a very different dynamic with COVID. What are you most looking forward to with Paris?
Yeah, I mean, that answer's easy. Just having my family coming out. They didn't come to Tokyo because no one was allowed to.
Yeah.
And my mom's she's bought like an Airbnb before and I try not to think about it, try not to jinx it. I'm like, hey, right now my ranking's not so good. I got a lot of work to do if I'm going to make this team. But now I can get excited with her and my brothers and hopefully some friends and other family members, and yeah, I think that's really exciting for me.
Well, clearly moms know best and know what's capable of their children are capable of. Morgan, huge congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
In 2024.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.